What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C4 bringing you another projected Madden 16 overall ratings video. Today we're looking at the Washington Redskins. As always, if this video hits 30 likes, a new video will upload it soonish. 50 likes, a new video will upload it immediately. So I'll jump right in here, guys. Looking at the top 5 players overall in the Washington Redskins. Number 1, we got Ryan Kerrigan. Phenomenal outside pass rusher, probably the beast. He's going to have an even more important role this year, replacing Brian Orakpo. 91 overall. Fullback Darrell Young, one of the best fullbacks in the game from Villanova, 90 overall. Left tackle Trent Williams, by far, head and shoulders their best offensive lineman, 90 overall. Alfred Morris at running back, pulling in an 88. And DeSean Jackson, 87 overall. Still a beast. Still have to admit that he's fucking sick, even though he's no longer on the Eagles. So without further ado, looking at jumping into the individual position breakdown. At the quarterback position, we gave Robert Griffin III the highest spot on the depth chart with a 78 overall. Last year, started 7 games, 2-5 record, 1,700 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. You guys kind of fucked the quarterback. You know, this is a heart-to-heart between an Eagle fan and a Redskin fan. You know, the Redskins have never really been that good since I've been watching football to really be like, oh my god, I got to rip on you guys. You guys have never really been that good. So I guess if I had to pull for a team, I just like RG3. RG3 was sick at a Baylor. I love watching him in college, and I pull for RG3, but unfortunately, whether be it injuries, be it the system, be it Jay Gruden, be it Brandon Shanahan, or whatever the fuck that Mike Shanahan, Brendan Shanahan, hockey, you know, he's struggled. Last year as well. Kirk Cousins, 73, probably should give him a little bit higher than Colt McCoy. Basically had 3 quarterbacks. Who the fuck's going to play? They've already kind of came out and said they're going to give the starting job to RG3. I hope he can get back on track and just sucks against Philly. I always want RG3 to do solid, but, you know, the quarterback situation there is definitely a mystery. Look at the running back position. First, I'm just going to say shout out to drafting the beast Matt Jones from Florida. Underrated running back. But Alfred Morris is still really incredibly sick. 25 years old, 88 overall. Last year, hitting over 1,000 yards. Really quiet 1,000 yards, too. Well, he didn't make the Pro Bowl, so I guess it wasn't that quiet. But, I mean, from a fantasy standpoint, who the fuck? No one really knew a whole lot about Alfred Morris. But incredibly underrated, like I said. Almost 1,100 rushing yards, 8 rushing touchdowns. So that's why we're giving him an 88 overall. We gave fullback Darrell Young a 90 overall. You know, probably production-wise with his 3 rushing touchdowns and 2 receivers. 5 total touchdowns last year. That's probably head and shoulders. I don't know the exact stats, but it's probably head and shoulders above most fullbacks in the league. That's a freaking half the teams abandoned that position. So 90 overall is fair there. Wide receiver DeSean Jackson, we gave him an 87. Still went over that 1,000-yard mark. 56 receptions for 1,100 yards and 6 receiving touchdowns. Obviously, his stats dropped a little bit from when he was in Philly, but obviously the offensive systems are pretty much day and night between the two teams. Pierre Garcon really fell the fuck off last year. A lot of people were expecting him and DeSean to have this, you know, magnificent fucking combination. Didn't quite work out that well. But we got the 82 overall, still not that bad. He had 700 receiving yards and 3 receiving touchdowns, 60 receptions. So still a pretty solid wide receiver. Going to the tight end position, obviously Jordan Reed, the beast out of Florida, my favorite college team. Struggled with injury last year, only started 2 games, but still had 465 receptions, no touchdowns, 50 receptions, 465 yards. Expect him to come in next year and you'd be an absolute beast. Obviously Niles Paul's there, but he's kind of a tight end wide receiver hybrid. Give him a 76. Look at the offensive line, as I said before, pretty weak offensive line outside of Trent Williams, who we gave a 90. Left guard Sean Lavu, whoever the fuck that is, 73. Corey Lichtsteiner, 80, solid journeyman guy. Right guard Chris Chester, who I don't even think, I'm pretty sure they cut him actually. Gotta adjust this. I believe he went to the Atlanta Falcons. That's how show how up to date these rosters. Chris Chester no longer there, so I mean, Spencer Long's probably their starter now. And right tackle Brendan Schreff, the first round pick. I like that pick. You know, definitely couldn't believe they passed on Leonard Williams, but the pick made sense. Brendan Schreeff's probably the best offensive lineman in this year's draft, so we gave him the 80, which reflects that. Now on the defensive side of the ball, got Stephen Piella. I remember he broke like the bench press record a couple years ago before getting drafted by the Chicago Bears. He had like 50 on the bench press, so he's a solid depth signing. Never really has been outstanding at Chicago, so I'm not exactly sure. Did they pay him a lot of money? I know they came across free agency. Then they got Jason Hatcher, who was a beast 2 years ago for the Dallas Cowboys, double-digit sack number. We gave him an 82 last year, 5.5 sacks. Obviously a big dip in production, but he is 32 years old, but still a solid playmaker. I fucking love him in Madden too because he has insane finesse moves. Now, defensive tackle, Terrence Knighton coming from the Denver Broncos. Really solid defensive tackle, so we gave him an 86 overall. Chris Baker, fucking dirty piece of shit. The guy that fucking blindsided Nick Foles out of the nowhere in that game. Here, watch this. This is what we're going to do to you, Chris Baker. Everyone's going to get these rosters. Look at this shit. Chris Baker. Hope you don't like Chris Baker. Oh my god, I hope you don't like Chris Baker. This guy is trash. This guy is trash. I really hope he dies of diabetes. This guy is just fucking scumbag. Scum of the earth. Like the worst fucking player in the NFL. What did he even have last year? Chris Baker. Did he even have any fucking stats whatsoever? Probably not. This guy is garbage. So there we go. Chris Baker with a 52 overall. You suck a dick. Left outside linebacker, as we were saying, Ryan Kerrigan. Going to need a huge expectation for the big jump here because Brian Orakpo is no longer gone. I believe he went to the Tennessee Titans. Ryan Kerrigan, 91 overall. What did he do last year? Tell you what he did last year. 13.5 sacks. Gotta expect a whole lot more. He's gonna be the kind of guy, especially with the production that's gonna be gone from Orakpo. He's gonna need probably 15, 16 sacks at least this season. Anything less would be a disappointment. Middle linebacker Keenan Robinson. We give him an 81 overall. Was a leading tackler on their team last year. Had 1 interception, 1.5 sack, as well as over 100 tackles. So incredibly solid young depth player there. Perry Riley Jr. We gave him a 77. I think he almost had 100 tackles and 2 sacks as well. So 2 solid middle linebackers there. Right outside linebacker Trent Murphy. We gave him a 75 overall last year. Somewhat situational player. Still managed to get 2.5 sacks as a rookie, 30 tackles. So expecting a big fucking move from him. It's going to be incredibly tough for him to try to replace Brian Orakpo. Even though Brian Orakpo has been injury prone, when he is healthy, Brian Orakpo is an animal. Looking at corner, Chris Culiver coming from the San Francisco 49ers. I believe he had 4 or 5 interceptions last year. So that was an excellent death move because D'Angelo Hall is not getting any younger. Starting to show his age a little bit. I believe he only played 3 games last year before he got hurt. So they're going to hope that he can definitely rebound and have a better season this year, be able to stay in longer. Rashad Breeland led the team in interceptions last year, the rookie with 2 interceptions. So it was a nice, solid, average, young, for the most part, aside from the veteran Hall corner secondary right there. Free safety DeSean Jackson coming from the Lord knows where the fuck he came from. He's been moving around from team to team. I believe the Bucks. Incredibly big hitter, but extremely liable in coverage. So, we're going to see if that really pans out there. Then strong safety Duke Iheanacho. Not sure where he came from. Maybe, I want to say either the Broncos or the Lions, one of the two, but another solid guy, get good size to him. So 75 overall. Kicker Kai Forbath, 71. Pretty average kicker. His field goal percentage was like 87% or something like that. Yeah. Come on, bro. You got to be in those 90s, dog. And then Tressway, actually one of the better punters in the NFL. So we gave him an 86 overall. They punt the ball a lot there in Washington. So, zinger. But there we go, guys. Those are your ratings, projected ratings for the Washington Redskins for Madden 16. As always, this video is 30 likes, a new video uploaded soonish. 50 likes, a new video will be uploaded immediately. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We're trying to get 10,000 subs by the time Madden 16 comes out. I know we can reach that goal. We're already at like 300 within the last month, so that's fantastic. Let's keep it going. Anyways, until next time, guys, it's your boy C4 saying peace out.